Hi there, happy February. Here we are, feeling the love of this month. I am so excited to be with you today because we are going to be discussing exactly that topic. So I want to start by asking you one question. Are you in love with your work? Because when you're in love with your work, it is not work. So I have another question for you. Did you ever read the book, The Five Languages of Love? I love that book. I don't know which one you are, but I definitely love words of affirmation. I have to hear things, right? I don't know what your language of love is, but I'm sure it's one of the five things the author was talking about. So what I want to talk to you about today is actually 6 love languages for your business. Because just like any relationship, when you go into business, you're actually entering a relationship with your business. So what kind of relationship do you have now? Do you get up in the morning eager and excited to go to work immediately? Or are you lingering in bed and don't know which foot should get out of bed first, the right or the left? And you're delaying you getting out of bed because you're not as in love with your business as you were maybe when you first opened. So let's have a moment of truth. This is exactly what we're going to be talking about today, and I'm going to share with you those 6 languages that helps you fall back in love with your business. So stay tuned for this episode of Dori Talks. Welcome back. It's so good to have you back. So let's talk about love. You know, when we fall in love, you have that excitement, that passion, that enthusiasm going. Just like you feel like you can't wait to be with that person. Remember that feeling when you first met the partner that you have now? Well, I remember that feeling, and there's nothing like it. I think it's very special to be in love. As a matter of fact, I remember when I left my corporate job and decided to go into my own business. I felt that same excitement that I'm sure that you did when you first opened up your business. But the moment of truth comes is that after you are in business for a while, some things start taking effect that may be tarnishing the relationship, and before you know it, you're not as in love with your business as you once were. It's the same thing that happens with the relationships. You know the phases we all go through. You meet someone, it's so exciting. Yeah, you might get engaged, you might get married, you go to a honeymoon, everything is just so wonderful. And before you know it, you're on that hamster wheel and things may start being not as special anymore. So how do we stop that from happening? How do we ensure that we are going to stay in love with our business so our businesses can love us back? Because it's a true relationship. So if you do all the things that people do in relationships to enhance the relationship, then your business is going to give you great returns. But if you're not paying attention to the relationship with your business, then your business is not going to be so kind to you. So this is where I want to start with by sharing with you the first business love language, and that is financial security. The reason most people fall out of love with their business is because they're not generating the revenue that they would like to be generating. We all seek financial security. We all have to have it. As a matter of fact, that's why we go to work every day. We get up, we take showers, we get dressed, we go to work, because we want to earn revenue or money or income so we can take care of our families, so we can go to nice restaurants, we can take nice vacations, we can dress nicely and do all the things that you want to do. That's what financial security brings to you, and that's why you go into business to begin with, right? So if you're not taking care of your business, if you're not doing all the right things to it, then you're not going to have that love back. So financial security is very important. And some of the things that we do sometimes, or you do, I should say, is that we overextend ourselves. Like, we talk to so many medical spa owners, and they end up buying one laser after another, and before you know it, you have that pressure on your shoulders and stress because you don't know how you're going to make these payments for all these expensive lasers. So that's one thing that could be tarnishing the relationship. The other thing is, you might have employees who are so highly paid, but they're not giving you the revenue and the return on your investment. They're not giving you the value towards the business. And that's a major problem. And those are all things that actually tarnish the relationship. The other thing is, you might be investing in a lot of marketing, but you're not getting the return on the investment that you deserve from that amount that you're paying. And then, of course, the last one is not generating enough revenue, so the business has a nice cash flow where you are actually in the black rather than being in the red. So when the relationship is not cohesive, you're not doing all the proper things to ensure revenue generation, the pressure starts sitting in, and then you don't do as well. Your business starts suffering. So love goes both ways. If you're smart and you have a plan for your financial health, then you're not going to be in that situation. But a lot of people that we talk to or talk with, they don't plan properly with their financial budgeting and their forecasting. As a matter of fact, we just put out a brand new product called Forecasting and Budgeting for Success. So if you don't pay attention to what's coming in and what's going out, and you're ensuring that all your marketing is in place that's going to generate more revenue for you, more traffic for you, so you can have more revenue, then you're not going to feel the love back. So how do you avoid some of these pitfalls that happens? Well, for sure, you need a plan. You need a financial plan, which is very important. The second thing is, you definitely need to have a performance-based compensation model. You've got to have that. You can no longer hire people for top dollar and not set expectations to how much they need to bring to the business so the business can thrive and do well. The other thing is, you have to always be seeking new revenue opportunities. Because if you don't keep feeding the business, if you don't keep trying new ways to generate revenue and help it grow, then you're not going to have a healthy business. So financial health and securities are very achievable when you keep your eye on the ball and that you really plan your financial health. So that is definitely a love language that you need to be practicing, and that is financial security, right? All right, let's move on to number 2 love language, business love language, and that is a high-performing team. I have to tell you, most of the phone calls that we get in our office is all about the team. We hear it all. They do just enough. They walk in just on time. They don't want to do this or they don't want to do that. I have to beg them to come to training. So all these things that also drag the business down. Just like when you are in a relationship. If you're not nourishing the relationship, your personal relationship with your partner, then again, that relationship is going to start fading away. It's the same thing with your team. You have to love the team, and the team has to love their work. So I like to hire for passion over anything else, because you know what? You can teach skills, but you cannot teach passion. We're talking about love here, and love is truly about taking care of each other. And when you have a team that is taking care of one another, then the business is also taken care of. But if you have a team who is not engaged, who's not buying in on that model that you're trying to implement, that's when problems begin to happen. And that's not a good place to be, is it? No. I was doing an executive coaching session yesterday, with a brand new client, and we were looking at her organizational structure. And I noticed that she did not have enough team members to help her reach the goals that she wanted. So I said, you really need to hire maybe at least one more person. And she's like, well, I have no money to hire another person. So you can't look at that as a cost. You need to look at a team as an investment in your business. And when you look at them as an investment, then you're putting in place the way for them to bring value to the business. And when a team member brings value to the business, they should pay for their salaries. They should not be a cost. They should be a return on your investment. They should be giving you 3, 4, 5, 6 times back what you actually pay them. Because if they're not, then you definitely have the wrong people. If they're not recommending retail products, if they're not upgrading, if they're not staying busy, operating at their capacity, that's not a good place to be. So you really need to hire the team and pay them properly. Pay them on a performance-based compensation model. Now, if you have not implemented the VPG compensation model that we teach, you really owe it to yourself to check it out, because it's very, very important for them to realize what their targets are, what their goals are, what they need to be producing, all the expectations, consequences, all the things that help you make sure that the team is in love with what they do and in love with the business that you have. And when we do that, you will have a high-performing team. And that's really, at the end of the day, one of the most important things that you should have for your business. Because if you take care of your team will take care of the business. So the love goes all the way around, from you to the team, to the team, to the business. And it's this nice cycle that we want to have in place. So definitely practice that love language, and that is to select the right team members and make sure that they are high performers. Because when you do that, there's nothing that can stop you. Love will be all around you. That's what we're talking about. All right, let's talk about number 3, love language number 3. And that is delivering a guest experience that would lead to repeat visits. You see, when the clients come back to see you, that's a very good indication that they love you. Again, we're talking about love. We're talking about taking care of the people that we are in a relationship with. And when you have a client, you just entered into a relationship. And we want that relationship to be a loving one. So when your guests come in, are they feeling the love from the entire team? Or are they feeling or experiencing an indifferent relationship? It's a good question to ask yourself, because if the relationship is indifferent, well, that tells me that your retention rate stinks. It's not where it should be, and that people are not coming back. But on the other hand, if your team is delivering love through the experience that you're giving, I'm talking about professional love here. Don't get carried away. So it's very important for them to feel that. And when a client feels that you care about them, you have their best interest, and you're giving them value, they're definitely going to fall in love with the business and your team, and they're going to keep coming back over and over and over. As a matter of fact, the retention rate is a direct reflection on how your clients are feeling about their experience with you. So it's either they're feeling love or they're feeling indifferent. When they feel love, they keep coming back. When it's indifferent, they leave and don't come back. Now, another way to make sure that you are doing right by your clients is by having a recurring revenue model. So let's say your clients come in, and if you're following the model that we teach, which I'm going to talk about here in just a second, the guest comes in, you do the get to know you consultation, the head to toe consultation. You customize the program for them, and then you offer a membership model, and you get them to come back over and over and over. Well, that's a very good indication when they sign up for your VIP membership program that they are definitely in love with you, your team, and your business. So practice that. Make sure that the relationship between you and your clients is full of love and affection and taking care of them and feeling that, yes, they are in good hands with you and your team. When you do that, you're definitely practicing this language of love. All right, let's move on to business love language number 4. That's your business model. Your business must have a model for it to give you return on that investment. If you're operating your business like the wild, wild west, or it's in chaos, just like a relationship, let's assume you and your partner again don't have a good partnership communication methods, guidelines to the relationship, what's expected, what's okay and what's not. You know how it is when you're married or when you have somebody serious in a relationship. There are guidelines that we respect the relationship through, right? Same thing with your business. And if you don't have systems and structure and strategies and solutions, you know, the 4 S's we always talk about, then the business is in chaos. And when the business is in chaos, it's not going to give you love back. Believe me, it's only going to give you chaos back. It's only going to drain you. It's only going to stress you out. It's only going to overwhelm you. And that's the last thing we want when we are in business. But when you have law and order, when you have those 4 S's, the systems, the structure, the strategies, and solutions, they equal success. The business is going to give you back success. And that's really what I would love for you to focus on. I want you to take some time after you finish watching this and see, what is your business model? How do you make money here? What is the client journey like? How do we enhance the experience? How do we increase revenue? And if you don't have a model in place that's proven effective, then it's definitely time to create one or take one like the one we offer and simply implement it. And I'll guarantee you, you'll be able to increase your revenue exponentially. And that's really what you want at the end of the day. So taking the time to train the team and practicing the model and making sure that everybody is doing what they need to do. Everyone is respecting the relationship between the client, you, and the overall business. Then again, love is going to flow and success is within your reach. You can't have chaos, my friends. You gotta have those 4 S's in place to ensure growth and prosperity. That's the only thing you deserve. You should not settle for anything less than that, right? Absolutely. All right, language number 5, love language number 5, and that's recommending for results. I have to tell you, that's probably one of the biggest challenges we see when we first start working with folks like yourself, is everybody's always complaining on how much lack of retail sales is taking place in your place, that people are just not. So I was talking to another member actually a couple of days ago, and she had just listened to the Pride system that we teach on how to make recommendations to increase results and revenue at the same time. And she's like, oh my God, Dori, once I finished watching the Pride system, I started seeing clients and I was recommending, you need this product, you need that product, and they're like, what else do I need? They're actually asking me, what else do I need? I never knew it was so easy once I implemented the system. And that's what we're talking about here again. We're talking about recommending for stronger relationships. Because when people know that you care about them and that you are taking great care of them by showing them how to look and feel their best, it is not selling, my friends. It's truly taking care of them. When you do that, again, the love is felt. And that's exactly what we want. We want to show them how to take care of themselves. Just like right now, for example, we have the Leap Ahead seminar coming up soon. Actually, it's this month. And if I didn't tell you right now that we have this great seminar for 3 days we can spend together where you're going to receive a whole blueprint on how to operate your business successfully, I would be cheating you out of your success if I didn't tell you that. And you should feel the same way when a client is in your treatment room. If you don't tell them how to take care of themselves at home, you're actually cheating them and you're tarnishing the relationship. Because once they leave you, they're going to go to wherever, the department stores or Walmart or Target, and they're going to start buying different products that may not be good for them. And you cheated them out of your professional recommendation. And that's what's happening right now. They're not feeling the love that they truly need. You might be doing a great job in the treatment room, but how good of a recommender are you for how to take care of themselves at home? That's love. That's what you need to be doing. You need to be recommending for results. It's a great love language to practice. And I really want to encourage everyone on the team to be doing exactly that. And when you do that, you're going to reach a whole new level of success. And you'll be doing right by your clients. Don't cheat them out of your expertise. Share the love, share the recommendations, and everyone will win. Do it. All right, let's move on to the last business love language. That's number 6, and that is investing in yourself. Just like you invest in a relationship of your partner, it's the same thing. You have to invest in yourself and your business. So the facts are this. Everything starts from the top. You as a leader, right? It's your responsibility to make sure that you are doing all the right things for the business. And how do you do that? So we work with a lot of medical professionals, right? Entrepreneurs. You're probably great at what you do, but we all have our expertise. Now, you woke up one morning and said, okay, I want to go into business. But do you really know how to run a business? You're probably a great physician, a great nurse practitioner, great nurse, a great esthetician. Now you want to own a business. So how do you ensure that the business is successful? Sometimes we all need help. We all need guidance. And it's okay to ask for help. Your business wants you to ask for help because the business wants to thrive. The business wants to provide you money and a great lifestyle and make a positive impact and make a lot of money. That's really what a business is for, right? But if you don't know how to run and manage the business, then the business is not going to give you those wonderful things in return. And that's where so many people fall short. They think that, oh, I can do this. How complicated can it be? And then a year goes by, you're running out of money, you have no idea what to do. Then we start getting phone calls sometimes. You're like ready for intensive care and like, Dori, help me. Well, you're already in intensive care. It's like, how much help can we do? So be careful. Don't make those mistakes. Don't reinvent the wheel. When someone has a proven effective model that you can follow, that's all you need. So invest in that model, take it, implement it, and you are going to be able to generate millions and millions. I don't know if you had a chance to watch this new webinar that I just did a couple weeks ago called Leap into Success. If you haven't seen it, you really need to go check it out. It's on the InSPArationManagement.com under free webinars. And in it, I shared, I believe it was 5 or 6 case studies of clients just like you that followed the model that we teach, and they were able to generate millions. I shared examples where one practice was doing 5 million, another was doing 4 million, another was doing 3 million. And these are people just like you. So if you're happy doing 1 million, that you shouldn't be. 1 million really is average. Who wants to be average? If you're happy being average, fine. But I don't like average. I'm allergic actually to the word. I don't like it at all. So if you want to go and be excellent and truly love your business, then you need to invest in yourself to know how to run the business so the business can take care of you. It's not that complicated. It is not rocket science. It really is as simple as following a model. That's really all it is. So I want to encourage you to do that and find a good model and implement it. Of course, we believe that we have the best one. That's why so many of our clients do generate millions of dollars in revenue. So if they can do it, again, you can do the same thing. All right, so I shared these 6 languages of love with you, business languages of love. So what do you do now? Well, I want to share with you a way to assess your business. Actually, you can start by, we have an entire assessment document, by the way, for the entire year. And if you checked out the product of the month, the forecasting and budgeting for success, you're going to find a real detailed assessment in that product. But I want to at least get you started. So I have a series of questions that you should start asking right now to see where you are in the relationship with your business, to see if you're truly in love with your business or you're just barely hanging on with that relationship. So some of these questions are this. Why did you start your business? 2, what is a positive impact that you want to make? 3, what do you appreciate about your medical spa or your business? What do you like about owning a medical spa? What value do you provide consumers? How well does your team perform? And are you happy doing what you are doing? Are you excited when you get up in the morning to go to work? What vision do you have for your future? Do you want to be one of those places that generate $5 million in revenue a year and get ready to expand and open up more locations? It is achievable. It's achievable by practicing these business love languages that I just shared with you. Again, this is a good start for you, but there's a lot more that goes into running a successful business. But at least this will get you started on thinking, where am I now and where do I want to go? Right? So please do that. Take the time to answer these questions. Be honest with yourself. Now, if you need help and you don't know where to start, you can always go to our website, InSPArationManagement.com. Right on the home page, you can see the success planning session icon. You can click on it and you can have one of my team members sit down with you. Look at what you have going on right now with your business. What type of relationship do you have right now with your business? And then how can we enhance it? You know, every relationship needs some guidance. So let us be that guide for you so you can reach success the fastest way possible. So I'm so excited that you are with us for this episode. And those of you who would love to share it, please feel free to share it with anyone. And don't forget to subscribe to the InSPAration Management YouTube channel, because we are always putting out great content to help you with your business. And also remember to ring the notification bell. That way you get notified whenever we publish a video. We are very proud of our YouTube channel, and I hope you like it as much as we do. We are very passionate about giving you the tools that you need to succeed. So thank you so much for watching this episode of Dori Talks. Until next time, stay inspired. Bye now.